didn't mean what I told you, but you took it to heart. Wish I could take it back to get a new start. I apologize at least 100 times. You never heard my perspective or took my advice. But I put all the problems in a pot, then I stirred. I said what I said, what I did was a blur. And it's just a bad habit, maybe it's just a curse. Now our friendship's on do not disturb. I'll throw fuel on the fire, burn the bridge to the ground. You're no longer required. I don't want to see you around. I tried to fix what was broken, but you made up your mind. I gave you all my reasons, then you pushed them aside. Guess it wasn't enough. When it rains, it floods. Left me drowning here neck deep, dragged me through the mud. You act like I stabbed a knife in you. I cut so deep, I went all the way through. If you guess like me, then I'm a fool. No more drama now, no more shots to shoot. I'll throw fuel on the fire, burn the bridge to the ground. You're no longer required. I don't wanna see you around. I'll throw fuel on the fire, burn the bridge to the ground. You're no longer required. I don't wanna see you around. Oh my God, I said my piece. So tonight I'ma sleep like a baby. 'Cause I know I don't care what you think of me. Come and think of it now. It's all buried. I'll throw fuel on the fire, burn the bridge to the ground. You're no longer required. I don't wanna see you around. Maybe I should bite my tongue, save the air in my lungs. It doesn't matter what I say if we don't communicate. But you made me a believer, and I won't believe that it's the end. Please tell me all your reasons. You change your mind like the seasons once again, 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 again. But better get to run, and I'm something, your silence is too loud. Where's the love when I'm around? But better get to running, better get to running, better get to running. The time is running out.
Yo, chat. What's up, guys? How we doing tonight? How we doing? Oh, doing PogChamp. Are you guys doing? I don't know, man. I got like I have two. You know when you're charging a battery and the battery is separated into like 4 quadrants? I'm on like 2 quadrants because I ate something that fucked up my sensitive little tummy, and I am shitting. I am a shitter. In all ways, including physical, okay? It's like a, we're flushing it out. That's all I keep thinking to myself. I'm flushing it out. It's got to be okay. That's where I'm at in life right now. Me and the porcelain throne have become very close in the last 48 hours, okay? Very close. I was home all day today. Again, I say this all the time when I hop on live after being home all day. There's nothing worse than being home all day. I really should have gone out. But where the fuck am I going to go? It's like raining. We don't have third spaces. That's what I'm talking about. I do have hot girl tummy, not going to lie. I also picked up a Delta object I picked up recently. I picked up a steamer, chat. I don't know how to fucking use a steamer. I tried steaming this shirt. It's still fucking wrinkled. So clearly I did something wrong. Okay. I wish we knew less about each other. But I got a steamer, and all it did was burn my hand. You know? I felt like that shit didn't do anything. Like, I was watching the videos of unks steaming their clothes, and I'm like, well, I don't really have space for an ironing board. Let me get a steamer, hang this up, figure it out. I must have done something wrong. I think I need to, reevaluate the steamer landscape and try again. But I think I'm just gonna let this be wrinkled. I'm gonna let this be wrinkled. I'm gonna live with my life in a mildly wrinkled shirt. Did you hang it while you steamed it? Yes. Yes. It was not as bad as the exploding candle. You literally don't know how bad. Look, unless you have been actually burned in a fire, I don't think it could get much worse than being covered in boiling wax. Okay? That's something that they did to like medieval peasants as they sieged a castle, all right? Did you tug on it while you steamed it? I know what you mean there, and the answer is yes, but I really want to laugh and go, "Oh, really?" So, chat, I have some mea culpas to make tonight. All right. Unfortunately, I've got to apologize, okay? I've got to apologize, chat, because I got something wrong. Lilu Dallas Multipass does not have BPD. Okay? Lilu Dallas Multipass does not have BPD. She has CPTSD and had incorrectly self-diagnosed herself and became an advocate for BPD on non-doctoral evidence. Okay? So when I called her a crazy BPD woman, that was factually incorrect, and I would like to apologize for that. Consequently to that, I hope she gets the help she needs for that. A shame that it required you going to the hospital at the behest of your audience. But I hope that it leads to a much healthier and more fulfilling life. I would, and I mean this genuinely, and I do, and I mean this genuinely when I'm saying that I hope that this helps you direct yourself and your life a little better and allows you to feel better as you walk through the world. Because ultimately, you're not really that old anyway. You know, you got a lot to work out. And I mean this very genuinely. This is real advice that I'm giving right now. It is really important that we on the internet do not share everything about ourselves. There are things, like obviously I know I talk a lot about a lot of things with my chat. I just talked about shitting my brains out earlier. My ADHD, I've mentioned that, right? All that stuff I've mentioned, which is diagnosed by a doctor, okay? But
I went to the Building Museum in Washington, D.C. on Saturday, and they had an exhibit on how cities were trying to reinvigorate third spaces since COVID. I thought of you when I saw it.
I'm glad. I'm glad. But I mean this genuinely, and I know I seem like, why the fuck should I listen to this piece of shit, right? Which, by the way, I can understand the multifaceted nature of a three-dimensional individual through the internet. I am totally aware of that and aware of what I am saying when I say those things about Lilu Dallas Multipass in the stream I did, right? We'll get to that. Let me finish my first thought. My first thought is as follows, is that I do think we should share less with the internet. It's a real shame that YouTube rewards this kind of disgusting parasociality where the more you post under various methods, the more you are rewarded for that, which leads to a vicious feedback loop of the internet feeding you likes because you overshare. Like if you upload shorts, if you upload posts, if you upload pictures, if you upload videos all on the same channel, you are rewarded for that. And it encourages you to overshare about your personal self and your life with an audience. And while they may care about you today, they may not care about you tomorrow. And you cannot attribute your self-worth or how you dictate your life on that audience. It is very unhealthy to do that. And it is the kind of thing that drives people mad and is awful. Okay. I know my internet is bad. I know my internet is bad. I'm hoping it gets better. I hope that if you are watching the VOD, it at least is clear. So my second thought on that, and I've ruminated on this a bit. I can understand and do understand the three-dimensional nature of an individual when I cover them. Right there is always going to be another full person who has lived another life on the other side of that camera. That when I say negative things about them, it may lead to something bad happening to them or about them or anything like that. Of course, I never encourage my audience to go after this person or go after any people that is not like if I find out that somebody in the community is doing that, they get ousted. In fact, there's a good chance they might become the subject of a new stream. That's just it is what it is, and I've done it in the past. I can acknowledge that three-dimensionality of individuals, right? I think overall, despite my negativity, my criticisms are justified and have been only further justified the more time goes on. I have never been more correct than with this, and I do fully believe that. So with that, the three-dimensionality like that I mentioned of that, I don't think some other people recognize that. Now, of course, there are those that willfully ignore that aspect of it and don't want to like sit around and think about that at all, or they may try to justify it, right? Because ultimately, I will say, like, there's no real good justification of me making mean-spirited jokes other than I find it funny. And for most of regular society, that is not okay. I don't think most people would. I exist kind of outside of the normal structure of those things, right? So I can do that and I can say that, right? I don't think it goes the other way, at least in the concept of Lilu Dallas Multipass, because while I can recognize the verisimilitude of her, I don't think it goes the other way. I think I am more flanderized as a particular archetype of something that she has experienced rather than a person who's made up of multiple components, right? Dare I say it, I saw a tweet on twitter.com, aka X to Everything app, where it was like when people give generalized sweeping statements, and they were using dating as the example, it's like all women are blank because they do blank, right? Whenever you see like a tweet like that or something like that, or all men are blank because they all do blank, replace men or women for my ex did, or my former partner did, my father did, my mother did, this person who personally wronged me did. These like characters that hold a lot more weight in our lives than like the general group of people, right? I think I was on the receiving end of quite a lot of that in that. But I ultimately I would stand 10 toes down on everything I've said, and as time has gone on, I feel I've been more correct. But that is not to undercut the. I do hope that she gets the help she needs, though. I do think the journey to get here was fraught with much more stress than need be. So. But yeah, that is my full thoughts on that. Because I had been kind of mulling it over. I do think the how we got here is quite funny at the very least. But it is what it is. Wish her the best or don't. Who knows? Maybe there's another short. Maybe there's another. Who knows, guys? 24 hours from now, there's another snide remark. And then I can just take back all of the genuine things I've said, which I've said genuinely, and I mean that. And you may choose to not believe that, but I am very serious about that in that regard. And I can admit to those things and admit to the kayfabe that is doing drama content. In order to be an entertaining person, sometimes you got to be a little bit of a dirty rapscallion, you know? Generalizations take the onus off of the individual that did the wrong. Yeah. Generalizations make it sound more like you're a learned individual than somebody dealing with trauma too, I think. Because if I make a generalization, I can make myself sound smart. But if I'm just talking about an individual, I might just be talking about my trauma. Anyway, I'm going to cross my fingers, hope the internet gets better. If not, we're all just gonna deal with my stream quality being absolute doo-doo fart, and I apologize, and I'm going to keep apologizing for that as we go through this. It's only raining outside, so I am planning on buying equipment to fix it. But I bet you're all wondering who is in this thumbnail, and I am also not really entirely sure about that. So some of you said, is that Eden Riley, aka the blonde NB from the Super Mega Drama, who's dating Lex Updog of the Super Mega Drama? Which, by the way, is like 3 years ago now, or like 2 to 3 years ago. But this is not Eden Riley. This is somebody who looks suspiciously like Eden Riley, called Violet Rose Hannah. And I wasn't going to cover this tonight. In fact, I was inches away from not even streaming. Oh no, they're streaming right now to 4 people. Don't go to their chat. That's not an invitation for anybody to be inappropriate. So this is the trans fire bat. Okay. Violet Rose Hannah. And I wasn't going to cover them. Can we raid them after stream? Yeah, I thought it was Peethan. But they're not Peethan. And here's why I'm covering them. Right? So we're just gonna slowly look at the channel, dude. Look at the channel. Look at this. Look at all the water they wasted to make this. Oh my god. So there's quite a lot of videos on here. Many of these videos are Suno Music AI videos, but they also have a various amount of other videos relating to their life. I'm not going to spoil the surprise that happens about a minute into this video, but I do want us to watch their series of videos that are called How Not to Be a Lolcow. Okay, so this is Violet Rose Hannah's How Not to Be a Lolcow.
Hey guys, welcome to this
Can we hear
video.
Yeah.
So on this channel specifically, we're going to be going through a healing process, talk about life. We have walked away from gaming for the time being, and we're walking away from drama for the time being, and we're walking away from typical vlogging for the time being, and we're walking away from you know,
So this is gonna seem pretty normal at first. I will be charitable because I'm in a charitable mood. Man discovers empathy at 28, chat. That's what's happened here, okay? I've discovered empathy.
everything that I was associating myself with.
But I have many issues with many of the things they have said for the video that I have watched.
The Transpire back. So what you can look forward to in this video is that we're going to confront some stuff in my life, but also give you, the Lolcow, advice on how not to be a Lolcow.
So my first my first complaint is as follows. Is that person isn't watching this video, okay? I'm just picturing Boogie sitting down to watch this going, how do I fix myself?
And so Here goes nothing.
I feel like the term lolcow doesn't even mean anything anymore. Being a mildly annoying person or being an irritating content creator is not a lolcow make. All right? But that's my feeling on that. I feel like the etymology of the word has changed.
So
10 out of 10 content, get ready for a wild ride, Diesel.
the first thing you have to do as a lolcow is admit that you are a lolcow. You have to own it. That's the only way you're going to get through this, is owning it.
The bet will end up in your stream today. Is this is that going to happen?
So a lot of people believe that you either leave social media or you embrace being a lolcow and make lolcow content and all that. And the truth is, no, you.
So I don't even like. I feel like this is not. Yeah, said like it was an omen.
There's a third way. My way. And so you're probably asking yourself, okay, you're a lolcow, you've made all these mistakes, you're clearly nuts. How did you get through this? How did you get past it? Well, I'm going to tell you guys.
I feel like a lolcow is one of those things where it's like you are that, not that you can change. Like, it's not like, I feel like it's not is it a transient state of being? I don't think it is.
Somehow I went about this. First things first, unplug. Turn off the social media. Get off it. Even if it's just for a day or 2 or 3. Use that time.
That's crazy. Where are all you people coming from? Femias, yo, want to call in? We're currently doing a fire bat slop. I'm doing a 24-hour fire bat stream. I'm good. I don't do many call-ins these days, but I have a feeling this one is quite the character amongst the Femias is here to bait you. You know what's funny? How much of an old head thing that is now, because it's been that long. Femias is a firebat A-logger. Okay.
To reflect. 1, on your past mistakes. 2, on your present mistakes. And 3, on mistakes that could potentially happen in the future. And take it time to do some inventory in your life.
That's scary that that's becoming ancient ball knowledge. You guys remember Now Recording? I mean, it was like a million years ago when they were around.
After you have come to terms with reality, as it were, and have addressed the issues in your life.
You see, as a lolcow, you must internalize your position as a lolcow, and then reach nirvana. And then once you do that, you're ready to move on to the next step.
The next step is to come on to public, apologize to the drama creators for all the shit.
Also horrible. I don't agree with this at all.
And hurting them. 2, admit to your wrongs.
I don't even. Like, I don't even know what that entails, right? Like, I feel like if you go on an apology tour and you're a lolcow, that the cycle just perpetuates further, right? Like, it always perpetuates further. Like, this is like fucking war games, right? Where the only winning move is not to play, right? Like, you can't engage, period, right? Like, recognizing that you're a disaster is one thing, sure. But then, just FYI, Firebat admitted to raping their ex in a call with me on a live stream. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Clearly, I've got this. This one's this is one of those that's got a bunch of layers to it, doesn't it? Yeah.
And leave it at that. That's how you deal with it. That's how you take literally the bone out of their mouth, is by literally speaking truth. Not lying, not manipulating, not trying to get people to react a certain way, just by telling the truth. Now, once you have done that, the next step is
I go, oh my god, you're covering
social
Firebat.
media platform you have and restart from scratch. Upload the stuff that are meaningful, upload the stuff that are good.
Okay, so clearly I should make mention I'm going in fairly blind here. I'm going in fairly blind tonight. But it's very clear that some of you are very well familiar with this character. You're starting Ulysses from the end. I've noticed. I've noticed.
Upload the stuff that you stand for. Do not re-upload the drama.
You're out of the loop on this, bitch. I work a normal 9 to 5.
Or the stuff that you would not want people to use in your channels. Okay, that's that step. The next step after that is to go to the people privately, the people you have offended, hurt, or have wronged, and seek amends. Truth is, some people are going to forgive you, some people are not. It's really easy to get in this mindset of, oh, if I apologize, maybe I'll be in their good grace and they'll allow me back in life. And the truth is, that's not always going to happen. Most likely, it's not going to happen.
I just checked her stream, and she's sitting on the floor eating an apple, being A-logged by one of 3 people in her chat.
For you. The next step after that, if you haven't already, is to turn to Christ.
All right, and it was at that moment that I was like, I gotta see what this is. So I was like, whatever. This is just like another like schizo, you know. It was like a dime a dozen. And then they said that, and I was like, gotta turn to Christ. What do you mean turn to Christ? What are you talking about? Turn to Christ? Why is Jesus involved? What did he have to do with this? And then that's when oh, this person's like really evangelical about it. Okay. All right, I didn't know that. 2 Christians in a row, Diesel. Do you have a bias? I gotta be honest, it's just that shit's been slow lately, okay? I was like, I need something to cover. Fucking KJ sent me this. He was like, yeah, people are talking about it. And I'm like, okay. And now we're here.
Submit to his authority. Say, hey, I messed up. I'm sorry. And give it to him. Surrender to him. And let him heal your wounds.
I just the concept of sitting down with a priest and explaining to that priest that you're a lolcow is quite the outrageous series of events.
Heart. Truth is, since almost 7 days ago, and about 2 more days, so 5 days ago, I went back to church. I got some backup.
You need a fire bad VODs. Aiko, if you can think of anything that's funny, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm just here throwing fucking tomatoes at this person. Explain to the priest the concept of Christian.
Plans in place to take care of my wife, just in case anything were to happen to me. I basically spent about 6 hours on last Saturday, basically online, doing some research, coming to terms with reality, and then realizing, wow, this is a lot. The very next day, was working, and it just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks that everything that's going on online with the drama community, it's not real. It's all fake. They don't bring up real names. They don't expose locations. They don't expose any actual information, and they thrive off of the drama you give them. So
yeah, but like your entire series of like advice is just awful. Why? Like, oh yeah. So in order to make amends, you must go on an apology tour, and and after your apology tour, you must accept the light of Christ into your life.
Your reactions to what you are doing, to what they're saying about you, they're hoping you're watching, and they will try to bait you either with their fans or themselves, trying to get you to watch their content so that you will react to that content in a negative way, in a way that will hurt you. And truth is, these content creators are an abomination to the social media platforms. These are the worst of the worst content creators that I've ever seen in my entire life. And so that's all I have to say about that. The best way to move on from them is to cut ties with them, clear the air. So clear the air with them, make your boundaries loud and clear. If they don't respect it, cut ties with them. Do not respond. If you have to, destroy your social media account so they cannot get a hold of you unless it's
Okay. Uh-huh. Hold on one second. Here. If people... If people are curious or they're like, this is my fucking pet project, Diesel, I know of this thing. There you can feel free to suggest things in the server. But
just don't. That's what I'm trying to say. Is don't interact with them. The more you interact with them, the more they're going to feed off you. The more they feed off you, the more they're going to get reactions off you. And over time,
how many Hail Marys and Our Fathers for posting cringe? That's a great question.
this back and forth will lead to, well, a lot of bad things happening. And so
Diesel, is this the new Ethan is not here? You know what, Fauci, this seems like such a you character to cover. This is quite the this is like an op block character for sure. I'm too hetero for this one, I think.
if you don't believe me, go look up Chris Chan. These Lolcows are the worst of the worst. And thank God I'm not like them.
I'm not like them. I'm not like them. Stop. I'm only making a video on how to stop being a lolcow, but I'm not like them.
I have some similarities with them, unfortunately, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
Me and the lolcows have a lot in common. That's crazy.
The next step is to walk away. This is probably the hardest thing you'll ever do as a lolcow, is walk away. It's really easy to want to tell your side of the story. You want to be heard. You want to be seen. You want to stand for what you believe in. You want to be the good guy, basically.
You want to stand for what you believe in? I feel like a lolcow doesn't really stand for much of anything. If anything, they don't really stand for anything but themselves. Usually when I think of if I think of Chris Chan in this regard, right, we use that example here, we're talking about an individual who's blindly self-indulgent, if anything. You know, they don't stand for anything. CWC stands for the dimensional merge, you know? Like, it's not like nothing but their own base instincts.
And the truth is, you're not. You're not a good guy. I'm not a good guy.
Okay, what are you talking about?
Good girl. I'm
not a good guy, I'm not a good girl? Okay, all right. I don't know. This language is a little weird.
an idiot. Once you have done that, you win. They lose. I proved this because after only a week of not reacting, not communicating, eventually people started deleting their content and or started to become irrelevant, to a point where now people are leaving me alone again, which is nice. The next thing you have to do is, if you ever go back online, be prepared for the worst, but live your life as if it's the best thing you ever have. So,
I'm just, who is this video for? Like, who could this possibly be for? Oh boy. I'm going to see if I can get you a timestamp. Thank you, Aiko. This is very nice of you to do. I appreciate it.
censor what you say. Don't reveal, everything. In other words, don't be mean.
They're speaking from a place of experience. You know, they've been through it all, man. They've been through it all. What's the video title? How Not to Be a Lolcow Part 1. followed by a series of hashtags.
And that's honestly my best opinion and advice to how not to be a Lolcow and all that. And so I hope this helps others. I'm hoping that by people watching my old content from other people's perspectives, or maybe see my journey as I've been, I've become a Lolcow, that
I've become a lol. I feel like that's such a strange thing to self-admit to. I don't know if it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy type thing or what, because there are people this strange that just operate completely separate from the internet and are just as bad, if not worse. But because they're not online, we just don't know.
You look at it and you go, okay, I want to learn from this dumbass's mistakes and not make the same mistakes
I feel like a lot of these mistakes that you're discussing are completely like self-evident, like you don't put it out there to begin with, right? Like you wouldn't tell a stranger your deepest, darkest secret,
the web. Easier said than done. I know. But since a week ago, since unplugging, since walking away for a little bit, since breathing, yesterday was the first
This
day.
is like a video that somebody makes after having like a generational crash out. Like there's something that predates this video that is like a horrific disaster.
Hey, that I did not make any content, did nothing with social media whatsoever.
I'm not going to give any... and by the way, even outside of this context, the concept of taking a week off the internet as like a long period of time that must be clapped for, it's a week. It's a week. I've spent a week off the internet. It's really not that hard. If you're struggling to take a week off, you need to go to like fucking the nut house.
Yesterday to watch some Batman movies, took a nap, ate some decent food, and I got much needed rest that I've been needing for a while. And so it's nice to be...
She did not take a week off the internet, by the way. Nobody ever does. It's all a lie. The only way that you take time off the internet is like when you go literally into the woods. Okay? Like when you live off the land.
My normal goofy self without all the disgustingness of the web. And, I'm happy that I
oh boy. Okay.
took this
All right.
week to kind of bring myself back to normal. And so...
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Thank you, Aiko. Oh my god. This is not... Oh boy. All right.
Was free, and I can remember everything
So
correctly.
we'll start a little bit.
Because
What is the rapist? Here's the one thing that's always frustrating about covering drama content, okay? It's read the title. What is that title? Trans Firebat Hangout live stream season 2 episode 2. I am not a rapist and an abuser. I think we'll need to ask Grok for some context on that one.
finally,
I feel like if we're at this point and we're having this discussion, there might be something a little bit sus afoot,
I mean, you don't cry like that unless there's something really going on. You see, if I had raped her,
I think I'm gonna put a fucking contract on Kalshi for I doubtful.
she would have not been my friend for the past 10 years.
Listen, guys, if I had raped her, would I have been friends with her for such a long time? I'm just saying. When rape happens, it's statistically between strangers, not somebody else knows. Not somebody who could abuse that position of trust. Who could that possibly be? It's just those roaming gangs of rapes out there on the streets.
She would have not stayed.
Well, you know when fucking O.J. Simpson, where he's like, I didn't do it, but if I did do it, and then describes the exact way of which he would have done it.
Around. She would not come to my wedding. She would not been the photographer. She would have signed our wedding certificate.
What I think we're in a post Epstein, post Weinstein world. This is not an argument that you can make in any situation ever. Like, you are not living in a world where that is an okay series of argumentation, okay? Because there are tons of moments in those stories, specifically, I say stories, these are real things that happened, where women are abused by men, and I'm not misgendering you here, I'm speaking about those things, but like, these women are abused by men and then continue to stay around these people or are kept around.
And you know what? That's part of the reason why I'm uploading all these wedding videos, to show you guys her joy she had while my wife and I were getting married. A lot of the clips you'll see, the short clips, are from her. That's the only proof I have that I can give to prove that I did not do it what I did. So I'm going to tell you.
Well, that's not all right, look, ultimately this is like a like if there's nothing but, you know, one person accuses you of this and the other person says that it didn't happen, it ultimately becomes like discourse and we can't tell. But what you're saying makes you sound like the most guilty person on earth. So, you know, if the shoe fits.
Story by story, moment by moment of what happened. So if you're under the age of 18 or you are sensitive to rape and all that stuff, please do not watch the rest of this video. If you have a drama channel, do as you see fit. I don't really care anymore.
My favorite when doing like coverage is when like the person acknowledges that they will be on the receiving end of character coverage by other people. And I'm just like, it's like you're really here.
What I remember from the night is we just got back home. It was late at night. I was horny. And I wanted to have intimate moment with her in the bedroom.
Okay, you got her back home. It was late at night, and you wanted to have an intimate moment with her in the bedroom. Okay.
I remember her and I had an argument.
All right. Yep. This is not sounding really good.
And hey, no.
I feel like the more you elaborate on how you didn't rape someone, it makes you sound like more of a rapist. Like the more details are added, the worse it seems, you know. This is one of those things where it's like you should plead the fifth, or you know, just don't, you know.
No. My mom's home. Also, we don't have protection. She made that argument. I then do this thing, and I'll own this. Back then, I was a manipulator back then.
Oh, brother. If I did it this stream. Yes, he raped her the first few times. They were both 19 at the time. Oh, boy.
I wanted to make love to her. I wanted to cuddle with her. I wanted to give myself to her.
Okay,
And my desires were so strong that
oh, boy,
I decided to say, well, what if I didn't do this? What if I did do that? I didn't push her into the bed, by the way. She got into the bed on her own free will. I didn't put my hands on her, didn't push her, didn't shove her. She literally got into the bed herself.
Oh, I got a red card that one. I don't think. I don't know, man. There's a lot of this language here that is not screaming enthusiastic consent, okay? I know we've all seen the T video about consent.
I then get undressed and get on top of her.
Oh, brother. Even their description of quote-unquote consensual sex still kind of sounds like rape.
Now, at this point, she is in her underwear. I am naked, ready to go through this. Sorry. Telling this for the last time is It's part of the healing process. I
It's part of the healing process.
have to tell it, because if I don't, then yesterday was for nothing. She did not want to have sex with me.
Okay, so no means no. So you got naked, got on top of her, and then she was like, "I don't want to have sex."
That's the honest truth. She did not want to have sex with me.
Okay.
I remember I was on top of her.
How are we feeling about fire bats so far, Diesel? Well, apparently this is much more complicated than I first thought. This is one of those things where I'm like, I don't really know what to cover, and then somebody's like, I think you should cover this, but then they don't tell me any of. And by the way, my dear mods who do this, if you do this again, I'm going to find you and fucking strangle you, okay? Because I sit down, I'm like, hey, we're going to do a filler stream. There's really nothing going on right now. It's a really slow week. There's no fucking news happening. What am I going to talk about, right? And then somebody sends me something. And it's like the Ulysses of rape. You know?
I didn't have her pinned. I didn't have her arms pinned under my arms. I had my hands on each side of the pillow of her body, positioning myself to insert myself into her.
Remember when Diesel started off saying he was in a charitable mood? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Well, now this person kind of sounds like they're a rapist. So, kinda. Never mind. This person sounds like a rapist to me.
I went to go remove.
So yeah, surprise the rape review.
Run inside, so I go in for the kill. Before I went in, I said, "Do you trust me?"
Do you trust me? What the fuck?
Tanya, haven't
Dude, it's like so easy to be like, you go home with someone, they're like, I think you're hot. Do you want to have sex? You say, yeah, I want to have sex. And then you have sex. It's really not that hard. Like, it's really not that hard.
I done that with you?
Oh boy, here comes the wife.
Do you trust me?
Hey, significant other. I've never raped you, right?
Okay. So there was a time in the beginning of our relationship between me and my wife.
I can assure you that any actions I took with you were completely consensual.
Exactly. Consensual. Consent is a big deal to me.
Consent is a big deal to me. Consent is a big deal to me. Person who describes the most outrageously strange encounter. They've punched her. They slapped their ex in the face. Jesus Christ.
I don't do anything unless someone says the word yes. If she said yes, that invalidates her claim that I raped her. She said yes. I said, do you
Not to be that guy, but they could revoke that yes at any time.
trust me not to orgasm inside of you? She says, yes.
You trust me not to orgasm inside of you. Oh my god.
But if you orgasm in me, if you basically come inside of me, we're done. I said, okay. We had sex. We did it for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it was over. By the end of it, we were cuddling for a little bit. Then we started arguing about something. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was about the fact that she didn't want to have sex. Maybe because we were fighting about something else. But it led to her not happy. So what do I do? Back then, I had a very messed up
5-minute sex. It demeaned them more by being like, you raped it. It wasn't even that long.
mind, and I'm not proud of it.
You notice that the yes was not to the question, do you want to have sex? Yes.
Took a banana, smeared her hair to try to distract her from whatever feelings she was feeling. I thought that was funny at the time.
What? Why? Why? In what world is that? That's not funny in any world. What are you talking about? You think any lady wants to have fucking shit in their hair like that? That's like the most. That's outrageous.
At the time, I don't think it's funny now. I think it was funny at the time.
You thought it was funny at the time? What was going through your head that you thought that was funny at the time?
And she was upset about that. I then, for the next couple of weeks, after I went to church down.
Yeah, you went to church. What is it with these people that are like super religious? Like, what is these people that are like, I'm a Christ-like individual. Also, just so we all know, I didn't rape her. But if I did rape her, it would happen exactly like this.
The push and forks. I came to her on my own free will, came to her, sat her down in her bedroom, and said, "Hey, I need to apologize for raping you."
Yeah, I think, I think you did it. I think you might be guilty.
Because in my mind, I had started.
Did you know she claimed to have gone to the police station to turn herself in for SA while wearing a chastity cage? What happens when the police pat her down? What? Don't. What? I'm just picturing, like they like pat her down. What's that? You have something metal down there? And she's like, yeah. And then they have to like go get it. And then they finally find out, and they're like, it's a chastity cage. We're gonna need to get the jaws of life. Someone called the fire department.
Convinced myself that I did that to her. She didn't come to me and say I raped her. I came to her. And I said, "Hey, I'm sorry for what I did to you." Tanya, how many times have I hurt you in one way or form?
Oh boy. This is not good. This is not good.
And I'm the first one to come to you and say, "I am sorry." A lot. That is who I am. That is the truth. She didn't come to me say, "Oh, you raped me."
I wonder why the bot isn't playing chat donos audibly. Well, if I did, it was already taken, so
I'm never going to trust you again. No, she didn't. You know what she did? She said, "What happened wasn't okay." And then we moved on. Weeks, months after that event, we dated and were in a relationship with each other for a year and a half. She encouraged me to work on myself as a cross-dresser. She encouraged me to explore myself. As there was even times where we would hang out in her bedroom, and I would wear her clothes in front of her. And
oh boy. Oh boy.
it was beautiful and it was amazing. Those moments. There was times.
Oh boy, stop sharing. Stop sharing. Here, watch me turn to my partner, who is probably terrified, to tell all the camera that it's all okay. Is that partner gonna get lost in the woods? That baby's in the womb fermenting like a pickle pie. Oh shit. That's fucked.
Where she would let me wear her clothes out in public underneath my male clothes, and I had fun with it. And
well, that just seems uncomfortable now, doesn't it? That feels like it's so much. I'm not even gonna tackle that one today. I'm not gonna tackle that one today.
Maybe not so much fun. It was awkward for her. I know that for sure. But it was awkward for her. But so we had a healthy relationship.
It was awkward for her, but it was a healthy relationship. I don't know, man. Sounds like you wanted to explore all this kink. And also your kink is like tied to your gender identity, which I'm not even going to address that. But like, if your partner isn't comfortable with your kink, then maybe you can't really explore that thing in the relationship. That aside, the whole rape stuff, not even...
And so I'm going to give you guys, so you can go look at the poster yourself, but we're going to...
Firebat cheated on their ex with 12. I don't even know if I can believe that. That's a little... I'm not going to believe that one.
Look up her on DeviantArt.
I'm now going to look up my alleged victim on DeviantArt, but it's totally cool and we're not haters.
I don't need to go through her old past posts, but you guys can yourself.
I promise you, this is what they said. I want to believe you, but then I also am like, well, the X said it. Okay,
I'm not interested in reliving those memories.
I'm sorry. What the fuck is Black New World Order fetish? I am familiar with the term of being blacked, and I know what BBC is, but I'm not familiar with the particularities of that thing. He's telling the truth. Well, okay. Well, shit.
Again, but I want to say a month
Exactly what you think.
ago during one of my live streams, I tried to show you guys proof that she was not a victim and that she chose to be in a relationship with me for a year and a half.
I think we know what it means, boss. Like, that she wants to, like, do the, whatchamacallit? Like, she wants, like, black people to rule the world.
Didn't break up because of cheating. We broke up because she had enough of my antics. Cheating was a huge part of it, but I also believe
It's like black dominance, white boy cucking, cheating NTR shit. Okay. Okay. They also name themselves Violet because they have an inflation fetish, and the name's a reference to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, that one I believe.
the fact that I, between the two of us, had convinced both of us at this time in my life that I raped her. She then kicks me out of her life. She says, nope, we are done. We are done. I'm done. Done, done, done. Within a week of breaking up with me, or sorry, 2 weeks of breaking up with me, she comes down of her own free will to Olympia. We're walking, we're hanging out, despite the fact that we just broke up 2 weeks ago. How messed up is that? How weird is that? She goes and we walk over to Walmart here in Lacey.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like I can't believe they made the great replacement theory of fetish.
Walked into the small thing. We grab a sandwich about this big. And I remember this because we sat down and I either came to the conclusion during conversation or she told me straight up that she was dating a man named Chris. And instead of getting angry or hostile and or dramatic or going like, oh, how dare you? You know what I did? I showed her love and support. I said, okay, I'm glad you found something that makes you happy. At this point, after 2 weeks, I had plenty of time to cool down, plenty of time to process what happened. I had plenty of time to go, she deserves to be happy. And I deserve to be happy.
Let me skip to where the wife shows up. The wife shows up about 20 minutes in. Oh, go, boom.
What happened just as much as I do. And I believe that with all my heart. That is what happened all those years ago. Now since I've addressed the more dark side of stuff, the whole rape accusations, which, by the way, no one has reported me. Over 10,000 plus people have seen.
Well, like, it's really, like, any random stranger could report you to the police, but, you know, if there's not really any evidence, they're not going to open up an investigation. This person didn't get, like, a rape kit done, which, of course, I know that there's, like, tons of, you know, particularities and issues with the police that could make something like that more difficult, right? But, like, this is one of those things that would need to be investigated, but just, like, on its own, you know, if we're talking, like, the idea of a situation like this doesn't mean that you're innocent, nor does it mean you're guilty, but it certainly doesn't absolve you of anything either.
Witnessed me say it, but yet no one has done a damn thing. Interesting. That's all I'm going to say. With that regards, I need you.
Well, you're just in time. I just completed the puzzle.
Yay! She completed a puzzle! So in the Forgiven You Can't Forget, we're supposed to find...
God. Her wife is very pregnant.
find the dots, connect the dots, and correct the dots.
Oh, boy. This feels like Final Fantasy House. Feels like Final Fantasy House. I hate it when drama streamers are like, this drama is like this thing. This drama is like this drama.
Meaning I have to correct the memories and make amends. So, I need you here.
This is crazy. Why are we getting? Don't put your wife on here. What are you doing?
What chair?
Adjust the stand.
Well, get this pregnant wife a chair. Get out of the chair.
I got over here, didn't I?
Tanya, did I punch you in the arm?
What are we doing?
PTSD.
What are we doing? What do you mean? Did I punch you in the arm, dude? They're in like prime fetus punching position. You know, if they were going to punch a fetus, that would be the angle. Oh God. Oh shit.
This is time for us to be honest. We're gonna heal. We have to do this right. Okay. Am I an abuser?
That's. Oh, brother. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. No. She didn't answer that question right away. All right. We know what the answer is. All right. It doesn't matter what they say now, because now it's under duress.
It's okay.
God damn. Dude, TLC could never.
We're in a safe place.
We're in a safe place. It's being aired out to the entire internet. Literal abuser behavior. Yes.
Are we though?
Yes.
Are we now? Yes. Stop it.
I need to.
Dude, I like how, you know how like in the Giga Chad Virgin meme, she's kind of, her entire body is like, you know, the Virgin. And then also her entire body also looks like what gamers will look like in 2045. You know that image?
Trust me, this needs to happen.
Trust me, this needs to happen. What are you living? Are you living in an anime? What are you doing?
I mean, it can be abusive.
Well, oh boy. Yeah, I think it's over. I think yep. Is this a video or a live stream? This is a live stream.
It can be abusive. And
But
what happens when
space-
I mess up?
I would say you make a hobby of.
No.
I wouldn't say you make a hobby of abusing me.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Okay, all right. Never. You know what? I think you might have raped somebody. That's what I think. I think you might have raped somebody. By my good conscience, I do believe that this individual has committed acts of reprehensible manner.
Everyone messes up.
Dude, I'm a little afraid. Those Walmart stacking drawers that they got up to the ceiling look like a real falling hazard.
You fully aware.
Everybody messes up. Look, when I hit you, I had just slipped on a banana peel that I had smeared in somebody else's hair. I hate your fuck ass internet. I hate my fuck ass internet too. I'm going to fix it. Okay? Did we hit the goal? If we hit the goal, it's going. I will be able to hit it. Okay, and then I will fix it. I'm trying. It is going to be fixed. There's many things that must be done for it.
Married me despite knowing what I did to her all those years ago. You have chosen to be with me despite the fact that.
So, like, look, a partner can be abusive for years, and the victim of that abuser cannot leave for years for many, many reasons. Okay, that's not a good excuse, right? You being there, like, that's. I'm conveying this poorly. Is what I'm doing, right? People get victimized by abusers for years, okay? they're not at fault for staying with their abuser for years, okay? And them being with the abuser for years is not them agreeing with or co-signing abusive behavior. There are many reasons someone might not leave an abuser, okay? The abuse could have them thinking that this is okay. The abuse could be because they are not financially able to leave. It could be so many things, all right? But it is not like a get out of, culpability free card, all right? From the position of fucking gamer 2045 over here.
I told you, you don't want to be with me because I know that when someone triggers my PTSD, I cannot control my outcome.
Yeah, she's pregnant. Even if she leaves, it's harder because she has a baby. Yeah, there are so many things here that make it very difficult.
Yesterday was the first time that we had a fight on camera, or say off camera.
And then that's another thing, is that this sick little cretin is airing out so much personal shit of their life. That it's like there's no reason for that. Like that is abusive too, I would say, right? Like the concept of like dragging your pregnant partner onto a live stream to then ask them if you think that they're abusive is insane. Like that's disgusting.
I was able to control that. How? I still do not know how. I think part of it is because I just sat there and didn't let my emotions show for once. Maybe. Or maybe I was stressed with that whole situation that distracted me enough it doesn't matter.
I wanna like, I wish I had a magic wand that like made people work retail. I think I want to make this person work like a really long shift at Walmart. Boom, Amazon warehouse.
Tanya, I want to say that I'm sorry for causing you harm. That wasn't okay of me.
You apologized like 20 million times when it happened.
Well, they're not convinced, so therefore.
That's not. What are we doing? This is like a fucking I'm watching a TLC reality TV show right now.
I need to be honest on camera. What I did to you was not okay. People have also accused me of being a cheater.
Well,
how many times have I cheated you in the almost 3 years of our relationship? One.
Well, I think the barrier for consequences is 0. So any times is probably too many. Just a little thing to think about there, like.
And how bad did I feel about that?
You felt horrible.
Felt horrible.
What did your gawk fall into the other person? It kind of takes 2 to tango. It didn't magically happen. Okay.
And how did you find out?
You told me.
I told you. When? How soon after the event?
I think it was the same day.
Same day.
Wow, that's even worse. The cum wasn't even out of the butthole and you were already on about it.
Okay. How many hours between the event
I
and...
don't know.
Well, I can fill that in about 3 hours.
So you fuck someone and 3 hours later you tell your wife? God damn.
After the event occurred, I didn't text her while she was working. I waited till she was in the car with me to have an adult conversation about what happened. Instead of hiding it, pretending like it didn't happen, no one...
3 hours. I'm sorry. The concept of you, like, we're talking like same day delivery service here, man. What did you walk down the street, find somebody to have sex with, walk back, be like, yeah, honey, fuck the neighbor. Like, what?
Blackmailed me. No one said, oh, if you don't tell your wife, I'm going to tell
Yeah, blackmail, huh? I know that's not what you meant, but that's what I know you feel in your heart.
her. No, I did the right thing. And
You did the right thing. You had sex with somebody that's not your wife. You cheated.
her, I messed up. Okay. Tanya, you have every right to leave me right now. You have every right to lash out at me. You have every
They
right.
sought out a black man on Grindr and blamed it on their addiction to poppers and it being for money. I just, all right, like let's break it down here, right? Like this poor black guy being labeled the popper dealer right now. But then they refused the money because they felt guilty. Well, if you go that far, you might as well. You know, that could have been like $10 for the DoorDash because they don't go outside.
To hate me.
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do. I mean, I can be very difficult at times.
And I'm
Oh my god, dude.
still here
Why?
because I love you.
Because she loves me. Interesting. So the reason I'm bringing this up, because these are the same type of words that she would say to me in our relationship. Again, if you want proof of that she actually loved me, she stayed with me not because she was a victim, but because she chose.
I feel like these things are so much more complicated than you're making them out to be. You seem to think that you're a master manipulator here. I think what's actually like terrible, like this person is not like some dullard rube, right? Fucking Firebat over here is completely socially aware and capable of the things that they're doing and saying, which makes them infinitely worse, right? Like when some fucking idiot is like Cobes, right? Rest in power, Cobes, right? When Cobes was making mead and making these things that were very clearly gonna give him like either cirrhosis of the liver or like slowly erode his innards, right? Like there's like this air of like he is too stupid to understand that was bad, right? But Firebat, they know what they're doing, right? And they are trying to play everybody for a fool. They think they're much smarter than they appear, but obviously anybody who's at least, you know, mildly well-adjusted can figure out that that's clearly not the case.
Chose to be with me. I lived here in the Olympia area, while she lived in Forks, Washington.
Oh yeah, poppers made them partially temporarily blind and they crashed their car.
Not me though.
No, you lived in the same city. What happened when we broke up?
I mean, back in 22.
What happened when we broke up?
I think you messaged me a few times on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I didn't message you back.
Yeah.
So basically, not much.
Did I respect the fact you didn't want to be with me and I left you alone?
Yeah, it's like a fucking attorney talking to the witness. Yeah, you're right.
The messages on Instagram. So 90% yes.
90% yes. Well, of course, I'm going to fight for someone I love and be like, hey, please don't leave. I really want to try work this out. Of course, I'm going to try. That's what you do when you really love someone. You pursue them. But then I let her go. Took me about what, a month? I think about a month for me to. And it was not like I messaged you every day. It was very.
Oh, I know it was not frequent.
Yeah.
I think you wished me a happy.
Yeah, the
holidays.
alerts don't work. Alerts
Happy
are
birthday.
fucked. It's between this and me having like doo-doo ass internet, bro. Fucking ridiculous out here. Just got back from dinner. I missed much. Also, auditions for some VA roles today. Pray for me, chat. Mac with some cheese. I think you did miss many things. Okay.
I don't remember if you knew my birthday yet.
I did. On her birthday, I sent her a text saying, happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. Christmas, said happy Christmas. And we broke up about 3 to 4 days-ish after Thanksgiving in 2022. So that gives you guys a pretty good thing. The point I'm sharing this is that I do respect boundaries. Now, am I to do this all the time? No. I struggle with boundaries.
I struggle with boundaries. Yeah, we know. I struggle with boundaries. Really? You think?
Something I've struggled with my entire life.
Yeah. I think you need to try a little harder, actually.
And I'll take accountability for that. Tanya, how am I doing with respecting your boundaries?
What the fuck? Oh, that's crazy.
It's hit or miss.
Is it hit or miss? Would you say maybe it's about in the 70% I'm starting to respect boundaries, and like that last 10% is just something that comes and goes? Maybe.
It's really
Like a fucking. Your internet really is doo-doo buns. Chat. I'll make sure to grab the internet service provider CEO and drag him on the stream for you. Okay. I will not respect the internet service provider's boundaries.
hard for me to say.
Oh, that's fine.
It kind of depends on your mood, honestly.
Content on my mood. So if I'm in a good mood, normal me, how am I respecting boundaries?
You're a good mood?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Ha! So when I'm in a good mood, I am terrible at following boundaries and all that. How am I when I'm not in a good mood?
Well, just isolate, so there's nothing to really
I isolate.
talk about. Anyway,
Can we cross-examine this witness, please? I'd like to get the prosecution in on this. We really need I'd really like to see a back and forth right now.
I isolate. This is something I tried to do multiple times in my relationship with her as well. When me and her were not
These are the type of guy to play Minecraft and ask why nobody else is moving. Yeah.
getting along and things were going on with us, between me and the girl that I dated 10 years ago,
Yeah, 30% boundaries. Yeah, a quarter of my boundaries are broken. No, it's my internet. It's mine. It's gotten really bad. all of
I
a
would
sudden.
tell
I should say there's also a storm here right now, and that happens every time I have like a mild bit of rain. Live debate with the ISP CEO would go crazy.
her, hey, we need to break up. I would try to break up with her time and time and time again. And not because I didn't just feel guilty for what happened, but also I felt like she deserved to be with someone else. How many times have I told you to leave me?
probably the same amount of times I've told you to leave me.
Exactly, which is a lot. We tell each other all the time, if you don't like me, leave. And I tell her she don't like
That's
me,
coming from
leave.
our low
You're just gonna need to watch the stream on a delay.
self-esteem and low self-worth.
Exactly, 100%. I agree with that wholeheartedly. So, how many times have I laid my hands on you and hurt you?
Oh, brother, the answer should be 0.
Because already how sensitive I am. More than once.
I think we should lock them up. I don't like what they're doing in Washington. I think that Firebat needs to go. I don't like what they're saying. They're saying 30% of the boundaries. 30%. Do you know how much that is? 30% of the boundaries are being broken. I don't like that. That's too many for me. I hear they're laying their hands on people. They're talking about rape.
The 30% is closer to 1/3 than 1/4 just saying,
I went to art school. I went to art school.
Well, more than once.
But that's just because I'm a wimp when it comes to pain.
So, like holding your hands too
But,
tight,
like,
or
Deliberately.
yeah, I'm in South America.
Once?
once. Out of 2.5 years of our relationship, I've only hit you once
There it is.
in the arm.
Wow.
And do you remember
That's too many, actually. Okay.
what happened after the event? What did I say I did when I punched you?
I don't remember.
I held back as much as I could. So those of you who do not know, I have PTSD. I don't want to share.
Not an excuse for hitting your wife. Not an excuse for hitting your wife. That's not an answer.
What the hell that works. Let me look it up really quick. PTSD is often a manifestation of a stuck fight response when the nervous system, feeling overwhelmed or threatened, resorts to aggressive to
Dude,
establish.
you know the argument is just absolute shit. The second this motherfucker's like pulling out the dictionary.
Safety or control. It is a traumatic symptom commonly
Yeah, I appreciate anybody sticking around with my internet being so bad. I really am sorry, dude. I fucking working on it. I can't, I get paid monthly, okay? We gotta fucking manage our fucking payments with this $4 gasoline.
driven by intense repressed anger, flashbacks, or a history of needing to fight for her survival. Those of you who don't know, I have been through a lot of abuse by my biological mom. I've told you guys a good chunk of it, but I haven't told everything. And there's a lot of things that even the one that I dated for many years, I didn't tell her. I think it's fair to say this. I think you know more about what happened than she ever did.
Can I read an entry I wrote?
You want to read an entry you wrote? Okay, go for it.
Because this is relevant, I think.
Yeah, okay, so there's another video here that Aiko so graciously sent with the timestamp. Very based, very pog. Diesel giving us what it would be if Trump was from a different universe where he wasn't an asshole. I'm dark woke Trump. I think that trans lives matter, but not this one. I don't like them on a personal level. Watching this stream feels like trying to watch a memory. I fucking hate how much you're fucking constantly funny pie. That's crazy. All right, 4 minutes in. Oh boy. I held back. I didn't mean to hit her. It was just one time. 4 minutes in, it's only a 10-minute video. I watched the whole fucking thing.
Hey guys, as you guys have been aware, I have been struggling for the past 3 years as a YouTuber, trying to figure my footing, be able to afford tech and all that. And so, you know what? I've had multiple times over the past month or two where I wanted to give up on my dream.
Okay, actually, I don't care about this. I don't like your dreams. We'll go like 2 minutes in. All right, 2 minutes in. 2 minutes deep.
Car that leaked onto the trunk's carpet, and she's like, "Can you throw this away?" So I went over to throw it away, and guess what I
Oh
found?
my god, yeah, this motherfucker is a yapper. Holy
This.
shit.
What is this? It's something that's
How do you play marathon on this internet? It only happens when I'm streaming. How about next person who mentions my internet will get fucking castrated. That's crazy. Now even the videos won't load. What a surprise. Bro, I can't actually stream. What is this? I'm gonna break out the old credit card for this one. I'm gonna go to break and I'll be right back. I'm gonna see what I can do. Holy shit, it's bad. right, I'm sure my internet's not any better. Okay, but I do. Let me check my. Let me check my my shit. I'm gonna have to buy a. I'm gonna buy like a second router and use it as a bridge, and then I'm gonna use that to set up like a like a connection. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna fix it. Okay. But obviously I can't do that in the immediate. But that'll happen before next stream, I think, because this is getting to be a like a daily problem, and I don't have the patience for it anymore. It's not even being one guide, it's like a collective guy, you know. You can almost hear the dial-up sound, bro. I'm going to actually I can't even say it. The chat's right. The chat's right. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. All right. We'll get through this video. All right, we'll get through this video. I'm laughing so hard. This might be my favorite stream ever, Pie.
Continue to be the Transfire Bat. I know a lot of people have been wondering why you stick with Transfire Bat. There's a lot of pain attached. There's a lot of memories attached. You have literally become a Lolcow because of it. Why are you keeping that name? Because I want to be reminded every single day of how far I've gone in the past 10 years, past 20 years even. I became the Transfire Bat, and I'm going to remain that. I'm no longer going to be running away or be living in shame of being the Transfire Bat. I want to own my mistakes. You know what? We're going to keep rolling forward into the next chapter of my life. The reason I dyed my hair is a physical reminder that I'm not Victor. I'm Violet. This is what Violet looks like. This is who I am as Violet. I'm not Victor, and I'm not that person. And I'm done being told that I am X, Y, and Z when I am not X, Y, and Z. And you know what? I'm excited. I'm excited about this change. I'm excited about moving forward. A little bit of jump scare earlier. That's all I'm going to say about that. And it put me in a position where I needed to, do the right thing. And so I left my phone at home. My wife and I went on a date over to St. Martin's and had some really good Hawaiian Island food. Oh God, the chicken was great, and the pork.
This person is this is like a cartoon guy. This is actually like a Paul, like a Paul Joseph Anderson character, but with the guy who made fucking whatchamacallit. One Battle After Another. Yeah, it's like Leonardo DiCaprio in the story. He's like, I went out with my wife and the chicken was great. You like chicken?
It was just
Yeah, my bot doesn't work. Nothing works, dog. Nothing works.
And then, I saw this ring and I was like, this is a perfect symbol for what I need to remind myself, to hold myself accountable to my changes that I'm going through. And so we're going to keep going with this. So the hardest part about this whole journey is that as much as I would love to no longer deal with the nasty side of life.
You bought a ring for this? You bought a ring for this?
I have to, unfortunately, keep a little bit of poison in my life so I can keep blocking and blocking and blocking as many times as I need until they're gone. And until then, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. So I'm not going to explain that, but let's just say I do have some plans and goals. Some other side projects I'm working on that I'm not at liberty to discuss here on YouTube. And I'm not.
What could you possibly... Your ring?
I'm going to. One, because I know someone is watching, or someone's, I should say, are watching. Luckily,
Who did your outro stream art? It is incredible. It is beautiful. It was done by Magical Porpoise, aka Cat, on Twitter. You should definitely commission her. She's amazing. She is also doing a lot of my artwork for my book. So she's been very busy. But you should definitely commission her because she needs the bread.
Fans that, even though I've asked them repeatedly not to tell me, they do tell me when things are going on. So luckily, being warned that someone's doing this gives me the opportunity to use some self-control and not go look. So I don't care what they're making about me. I'm not going to look. I don't continue not looking at that filth and garbage. Not anymore. And so, with that being said, I think this ring is a good thing to add to my declaration, and I'm going to move on with my life.
So that's a ring for your haters? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you nuts? This is like that guy who was telling at the ashes of his father that he wouldn't get in any more beef on the internet again.
And so, if you're here to join me on this journey, great. If you're here to just be a troll, well, beware, you will be blocked.
So the ring, you're like a Green Lantern for the trolls.
We are not tolerating garbage in this channel anymore, or losers, or assholes,
Well, that's a big shame because I think this channel's run by one.
or people who just want to be a dick. And so if you want to be a dick, go watch drama channels. That's not what this channel's about. So, and if you are going to be a dick, I forgive you, as I block you. So boundaries is a good thing, and I'm done.
I don't think you know much about boundaries, Miss Rape.
Having healthy boundaries. So with that being said, I'm going. Welcome to my channel. Like, share, subscribe. I can't wait until I get down the hall. I'm going to be going through chapters 3 and 4 of the Forgiving What You Can't Forget. And then we'll be done with this week's video work for that. And then I'll take a couple days off.
I think
Tomorrow and Monday specifically.
I think you're not making enough. This content does not. It's very simple. You don't need to. You can have a job, is what I'm saying. You can work a normal job. All right. I'm very familiar with production. This is that easy.
And then we'll be back Tuesday to continue with chapter 2. Or sorry, lesson.
Not even Leadhead deserves that comparison. At least with Leadhead's got her shit on, dude. Leadhead like makes a video about cheating on her partner, and she's dressed like she gave a shit when she woke up, but like also didn't give a shit. But this person looks like they rolled through a Walmart.
/ lessons.
They do look like Paul Dano. Holy shit.
Probably 5, 6, 7, and 8, I think. If I remember correctly. I don't know. We're going through this journey, and it's amazing. And so with that being said, I'm going to get going. Welcome to my channel. Like, share, subscribe.
It's a Woody Allen character, morally too.
A fun video. So, I just realized why they threw this away. It had nothing to do with the curtain. The frame is very, very cheap. Someone bought this probably for something else entirely than for video and all that. So we decided to keep the curtains and use them for over here and throw away
Are they living in like a studio apartment?
the frame.
Dude, I can't believe it. Married to the trolls.
Until I decided to buy
Yeah, her glasses are insane, man. Serial killer prescription.
actually use and put together and take apart. And so, till that day comes, we're going to just use this to our advantage. Plus, this makes a lot better than using a freaking old blanket for a background. Those of you who don't know, there was a time where I